Just let me make sure everything's working good. All right. Let me make sure it sounds good. Yeah, all right. Sounds good. So, how you guys doing? It's been a long time since I've done something like this. But, you know what? It's good to be back. I'm really happy to be here, talking with you guys again. Now, if you're new to the channel, which I know a lot of you guys are, I do usually weekly live streams, talk about the Cowboys, talk about the Eagles game coming up, and usually just talking about the next game. So let's get right into this. Man, I'm just so good to be here. What better start with than some bad news? Our injury report. Now, our season is over with. I know. It really is. Yeah, it has been. It's been actually like 90 days, to be exact. But our season, yeah, it's pretty much over. Especially, oh, great. Who cares? Cowboys beat the Eagles. That's great. That is great. Cowboys beat the Eagles. That's great. Redskins lose. That's even better. Oh, but Redskins still first. Oh, but we play them again. Thanksgiving. Oh, we win that game. But then we're one game shy of the playoffs. We got a good record, 9-7. Above 8-8. Jason Garrett's still here in the next year. We do the same thing. I'm sick and tired of it. Injury report. This is for Dallas. The people that are out, Sean Lee, hamstring injury, not looking so good for him. Camera angle? I gotta adjust that. Hold on. Let me adjust the camera angle a little bit, as I notice some of it isn't that great. There we go. I think that's better. Hope that's better. Alright, so you forgot we play the Falcons before. Right, Falcons. If we win versus them, great. That's even better. But then, we go. If we lose versus Saints, whatever. Okay. Sean is done. He needs to go. Love the guy, but yeah. I'm not gonna say we should let him go. I'm saying he should retire, maybe become defensive coordinator. Maybe linebacker coach, something. I'd like to see him as a coach, head coach. Maybe Chris Richard maybe as a head coach though. So. Connor Williams having his knee scoped or looked at, whatever. I'm not entirely sure on what's exactly happening and who's really starting. It's a position battle there for who's going to be the starting left guard. D-tackle, David Irving. I'm just starting to get sick. I'm sorry. I love David Irving, but I'm starting to get sick and tired of him. He's always injured. Well, he's either always injured or suspended, but he's got great talent. He really does. I'm not going to take that away from him. He's got great talent. He's just injured a lot. Then we got Tavon Austin. Even if we tank, we give up our number one pick. To tell you the truth, I haven't watched a full game, and I won't anymore as long as get. Well, let me tell you, if you missed the Titans game, all right, we're going for it. 4th and something. And we failed to convert. Guess what happened? Guess what happens? Dak. Someone zoomed in on Dak. Someone zoomed in on Dak. And you saw in the background. Let me guess, he was caught. It's exactly what he was doing. It's exactly what he was doing. He was caught. On a failed 4th down. He clapped when we threw the interception. I'm not saying Jason Garrett is a bad coach. I don't think he's a good head coach. Dak isn't. Dak is doing bad, yes, but he's not doing awful, and he's not the reason we are losing. You look at the play call; it's the same thing. He's constantly under pressure. The play calling is the same. I'm not gonna stick up for Dak. I'm not. He has 5 interceptions, 10 touchdowns, and over the last 2 games, 2 losses, but over 200 yards. I'm not sure why it is, but anybody in the NFL, any insider, will say, well, Dak sucks. He hasn't thrown for 200 yards in a long time. But their record was not awful. Dak throws for 200 yards, 200 plus yards, and we start losing. It's because Zeke isn't getting enough carries. The defense gets the ball right back to the offense. But the offense gets the ball right to the defense. And if we keep making that happen, if we keep giving the defense the ball, they're going to get tired. Our defense could be number 1 in the NFL if we did good. If the offense could do good. We would be number 1 defense in the NFL, believe me on that. We would. The only thing is, our defense cannot stay off the field. In 2016, that was a good thing. If our defense, or it was a bad thing if our defense couldn't stay on the field. It wasn't bad. Hey, I'm glad our defense isn't on the field at all. If it is, I'd be scared in 2016. Now, I'm not so scared. But I'm starting to get scared because guess what's happening? The only thing that's happening is our offense gives the ball right back to the other team. And they can do anything because our defense is tired. It's not getting any breaks. We're not giving Zeke the ball at all. Well, part of that starts with coaching. We need a guy that defenses respect. Well, they would if the coaching was a little bit better. Because look at it. Jared Goff, 2016. He looked garbage. Waste. Guess what happened? He got a new coach in there. And guess what happened? Oh, no. He became one of the best quarterbacks so far in the NFL right now. Really? Was it just the coach? Or what was it? I don't know. Zeke got 6 carries in the second half versus the Titans. Granted, we were down. But you can't stop doing what works. Zeke could have had 120 yards that game. Easy. Easy. But guess what? First down. Run up the middle. Okay. It was about game 2. Second down. Run up the middle. About game 3. Oh, that's 5 yards. Now we can do a little 5-yard pass to Cole Beasley or something. Third down. Run up the middle. Fourth down. Punt the ball away. I swear almost every run of Ezekiel Elliott's that they give him to run are up the middle. If he doesn't run up the middle on a play, he starts to, doesn't see a hole, and then runs outside. It's the same thing. We do the same exact thing, and it doesn't work. Dak holds the ball for too long, and I question why. I question if it's receivers aren't getting open. That could be a big one. Are they getting open? Well, you look at some of the plays, and people will try and say, Dak's holding on to the ball too long. Look, the receiver's open. But by the time you see that he's open, pressure is already about here, and he is starting to throw the ball. Just think if we had Tony Romo right now. A lot of people are saying, Tony Romo, please come back. Tony Romo, we need you. Tony Romo would be dead right now if he had this offensive line. I love Romo. I do. I have his jersey. I love Tony Romo. But part of the problem is he was hurt all the time. And this offensive line right now cannot protect for nothing. And part of the problem is no, it's not the offensive line, and it's not coaching the offensive line. I mean, that it might be some of it, but you take a tackle and you put him at guard. And then you take a guard or another tackle and put him at guard. Two people out of their natural positions. Or we took we took Lyle Collins, who was a guard, put him at tackle. He was never a tackle. He's not one of the guys to just stand there and block. He's a fast guy that can get out around and block down the field. And that's what we saw in 2016. But then we decided, we'll throw him right there. We'll throw him wherever we want. And we did the same damn thing with Byron Jones. And I'm sick of it. Because you know what happened when we put Byron Jones from a safety to a cornerback? He's a top 5 cornerback in the NFL. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what this team is doing. Connor Williams would be great if we had him at his natural position. Lyle Collins would be great if we had him put back at his natural position. That's the truth. Taco is out. Joe Thomas is out. Should we tank next season so we can get... I think we should tank this season, honestly. Right now. Starting tomorrow. I do. I mean, we got some of these Cowboy fans out here saying, the season ain't over. But it kind of is. I mean, like, I'd like to get him in the draft. If we tank the season and get blown out tomorrow, would I be happy? If we get blown out tomorrow, would I be on here saying, thank God? Yeah, because you know what? The next day, that almost guarantees Jason Garrett's going to get fired. I get Jerry Jones said there won't be any coaching changes mid-season. That's exactly what I said. I think it was with Bill Parcells. As long as we get a new head coach, we don't need any players. We have the talent. We just need people smart enough to do it. And no, I'm not talking the Princeton grad. Oh, God. He graduated from Princeton. He must be smart. No. My coach for my football team, I don't know where he graduated. He graduated from my high school. My high school ain't the best high school in the state, really. And guess what? He has to be a great football. He's a smart football coach. You don't need the smartest, most intelligent man in the world to coach a football team. They just have to know how to get down and get dirty and know the plays and know what to do, put where. Take Mark Holmes, for example. I mean, like, he's a smart guy. He really is. Don't get me wrong. He's really smart, and I like him a lot. But he didn't graduate from Yale or Harvard, I don't think. But he knows everything there is about football. He's a smart guy. He's a smart guy if you have to ask him a question. Because he worked for that. He worked to get there. I don't want some guy we just give the position to him. I want some guy that actually has to work for it. Mark Holmes, you're a great, strong worker. And you know a lot of stuff because you worked to get there. You worked for this YouTube channel. You worked for a lot of stuff. You work hard on your job. And you learned a lot from that. And that's what we need to get for a head coach. Doesn't have to be the smartest guy in the world. Just has to be someone who knows what to do in football. They don't have to be the smartest guy, graduate from Princeton. They just need to know how to put the plays together. Randy Gregory and Jeff Swaim are questionable for tomorrow's game. Man, we need Randy Gregory, especially after losing Tucker Charlton. And we need Jeff Swaim. I think we need a tight end in the draft, but I think we need Jeff Swaim tomorrow. The Eagles, these are big ones. Jalen Mills and Sidney Jones, both cornerbacks, are out. No offense, Philly. I don't respect the Eagles. There are some good fans out there, there are. I just don't respect a lot of them. I don't think highly of them, but I know I don't want injury. I will respect these people, and I don't want injury to anybody. The Redskins, the Giants, the Eagles, the Pack. I don't want anybody to get injured. But don't take this the wrong way. That's good for us, because that means somebody is playing against the backup. And that somebody, you know who it is? Some guy by the name of Amari Cooper. He had 5 catches, 58 yards and a touchdown. He was covered by Malcolm Butler. Darren Sproles is also out, along with Jay Ajayi. Their questionables are Lane Johnson, who's an offensive tackle. That would be huge if he's out for us. Again, I don't want him to be injured. I don't. But that'd be huge for us. Huge for our pass rush. And defensive end Josh Sweet? Something like that. Which could be good for us. That's your injury report. Some keys to victory. I don't even know if we're going to win, nor do I care, but run the ball. If we run the ball, we can win. I get the Eagles are a top 10 team against the rush. I think they're number 3 against the rush. But what does that matter? We have the best, I don't know, I'm not going to say he's the best back in the NFL because he hasn't gotten enough carries to get any yards. Zeke's stats, I believe, are not good. Zeke's stats, he had 17 attempts versus Titans, 61 yards. 24 versus the Jags, 106. Perfect. 15 against the Redskins for 33. He only has 149 attempts this season for only 680 yards. Todd Gurley has 182 attempts for 868. It's not good enough. We can't keep giving Zeke. Look, Todd Gurley has a whole 40 about 40 more carries than Zeke. That doesn't seem like a lot. That really is. That's about 5 attempts more a game. Yeah, about 5. About 5 more attempts. Hey, that could be big. That could be 10, 20, 30 yards. So instead of that 60, it's about 90. Just let that sink in. Keys to victory: play calling. Don't just call the same damn play. We saw that a lot. We saw the same play over and over versus Titans. We can't do that again. Coaching is a big one. We can't do the same thing for coaching. We can't have the same play calling. We need some support, something. Getting turnovers, not giving them. We need to get an interception. We need to get a fumble. We need to get anything. Punt block, sack. Getting sacks and containing Carson Wentz so we can't run. That'd be huge. That would just be huge. If we can get 1 interception, 1 forced fumble, and 2 sacks, I'll be happy. Give Dak time. The offensive line needs to just give Dak Prescott time. Time to throw. Don't let them get into Dak's face. We're seeing that a lot. Our offensive line is about, I think they gave up 3rd most sacks with 25 so far this year. We're hearing that right. We need to give Dak some time. We need to get back to 2016. Part of that also is run the ball. Tire them out. Take care of the ball. Don't turn it over. Dak, be careful with the ball. Don't fumble. Don't throw an interception. If we have 0 turnovers this game, we can win. We really can. I know a lot of people, and I know I'm not sold on this team, and I don't think we're going to make the playoffs. But, hey, we could win this game. We could honestly win out except for the Saints game. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Look, let me pull up the schedule. Because Alright. We play the Eagles. We could win that game. We play the Falcons. Really? I think that is a winnable game. The Falcons and the Eagles, that's 2 winnable games. The Redskins at Dallas, that's a winnable game on Thanksgiving. The Saints, not so much. Then the Eagles, the Colts, the Bucks, the Giants. We could win 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Plus a 10 and 6, wouldn't it? That could put us in the playoffs. I don't know. I've been bouncing back and forth. Do I want to go into the playoffs, try and get a playoff win, or do I want Garrett fired? I don't know. I'm not sure. I really don't know. If we win tomorrow, that'll decide me. That'll give me, okay, I want to win out, or I don't care. I don't know. So I'm looking at some of the things. Is the biggest issue Lenahan or Dak? Meaning basically play calling or the quarterback. It's play calling. Come on. Quarterback can't do good if you got trash play calling. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's Dak or do you think it's Scott Lenahan? Who's at fault for this offense going to hell? No other word for it. What do you guys say? How can our offense do good? Get Zeke running the ball. Plain and simple. That simple. It is that simple. Let Zeke run. Free him. Get him running. Get him 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's capable. He can do it. He just needs to have the attempts. Mix up play call. Do it. Don't do a check down. Do a check down. All right. Stay with me. I know I said don't do it. Do a check down. All right. Then do a screen. Then do a bootleg. Then do a run out to the side. Then do a pitch. Then do a counter. Then do a play action. Then hit him with a long ball. Just mix it up a little bit. Dak, throw the ball away. Throw it away. Like if you're getting sacked, throw it away. If no one's open, run. Just run. I know you're a little shaken up from the Redskins game, and every game really, because our offensive line hasn't looked. Just run. Just get out of bounds. If they hit you, that's a penalty on them. Just run and get a yard or 2 and stay out of bounds. O-line needs to hold up. If the O-line holds up, Dak won't be under as much pressure. Zeke will be able to run. We'll be able to control the clock. That's another thing. Control the clock. In 2016, I think we controlled the clock on every victory. Every game, really, I think. We need to do that again. That means run the ball. Pass the ball. Don't let it hit the ground. Defense, offense, when the defense forces a 3 and out. You know what you gotta do? When the defense forces a 3 and out, that's energizing for you guys, or at least it should be. Go down the field and at least get a field goal. Touchdown would be better, but a field goal at most. That'll put them out of business. Because if they get 3 and out, and then we go down and score, great. Now we gotta go make up for that. But the opposite happens. Great. Now we're heading back out there, moseying along, just sluggish. I'm just going to point out Amari Cooper. The Eagles are missing 2 cornerbacks. Last week, he was covered by Malcolm Butler at the goal line. Think about that. Malcolm Butler. Good player, right? This week, I don't even know who he's going up against. But let me tell you, I'm pretty sure that we will be able to get receivers open. I hope we can win. I think we can. I know if I was coach, I could get this team to a victory tomorrow because, hey, I wouldn't call the same play over and over and over again. And we have the talent. If you mix up play calling just a little bit. If I had Jason Garrett's play card, I'd mix it up. I'd say, oh, we're doing long bomb. All right. Second. All right. Run out to the side. Counter. Bootleg. Option. Read option. Anything. I'd mix it up. I wouldn't just call it run up middle. 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 I don't know. This offense has work to do. It really does. Yeah, it starts with Dak. It also starts with the O-line. It also starts with the receivers. We got 2 new receivers, Noah Brown and Lance Lenoir on the team. Maybe Noah Brown can make some noise. Maybe Lance Lenoir can make some noise. Maybe the offensive line will block for Dak. Maybe Connor Williams isn't a good guard. It's that simple. If we put a natural guard in a guard spot, he's automatically most likely going to be better than a natural tackle getting put in at that position. Might I remind you, we got some guy by the name of Lyle Collins at a guard position. And Zach Martin right next to him. Oh, Lyle Collins at a tackle position. Zach Martin at the guard position. Zach Martin can play any position on the line. Put Zach, at the tackle. Put Lyle at the guard. Joe Looney at center. Tyron Smith at tackle. And a natural guard at guard. And hey, if that doesn't work out, next week, put Tyron Smith at guard. And, Connor Williams back at tackle. That would make the offensive line so much better. I'm going to praise that. I'll say that forever. We should do that, and we have to. Amari Cooper did good last week. But the coaching staff, had him in. Oh, he got targeted. Great play by him. 10 yards. Oh, they took him out. I don't know. Coaching staff isn't good. We got to mix up play calling just a little bit. Keep Amari Cooper in there for a little bit longer. Just do something. Just do something different. That's all I'm asking. I think, can the Cowboys win? Yes. If the play calling is good. Score prediction? If play calling is good, 35 to 21 Dallas. If it's not, 28-0 Philly. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna be live streaming during the game tomorrow, not the game, because you're not allowed to do that. I got shut down for a long time, and it's so good to be back. But I'll see you guys then, most likely. Thanks for coming in, everybody, talking. I enjoyed it. Just maybe if we can do something. See you guys later. Peace off.